Everyone, I hope you're well. Now, today is another daily grind day. It's tournament day, so we're going through a couple of things which we should be doing and a couple of prep and some interesting bits and bobs. As mentioned, you should be collecting those pets every day. Collect those pets. This just a point of grinding at the moment, just in the daily grind. Let's see what's new. Demos, one of the best pets. All damage, yeah, baby. So in last episode, my max stage, I believe. Let's have a look how far I got last time. My max stage was 327. So let's see for another day grinding how far we can get. So already I made a rookie mistake. I'm so not used to my mana being so low that I already activated all my skills and wasted my whole mana bar. So I shouldn't have done that. Really, I should have. I normally just keep collecting just the gold. So the good thing to do, well, the proper thing to do, would be just to level up these skills. One level at a time to make it more mana efficiency a bit better. So having all skills at level 1 and then increasing, say, the Hand of Midas or Warcry up each level as you get closer to max stage, and then once you start slowing down the max stage, max them out. That way it will make your mana efficiency last longer. And normally, because I haven't got much mana bar, I would have kept using the gold one as I'm farming, and then when I got near to my max stage, then gone to Warcry and then done all of them. But I wasted my mana already. Silly boy. So let's have a look what we've got. Melee, sword, spell, range 7, range 5. We can get rid of that one because it's weaker. So there's another thing as well. I would recommend. Let's have a look. Let's level up these heroes first before I start talking some more. So in the equipment, with helmet, I'll recommend to keep one of each, because at one point you always want to equip your strongest hero that you have. So at the moment, the strongest hero is melee, so it's 97% melee. If the next one, when this one gets unlocked, would be my spell, so then I'll swap to the spell person. So even though it's times 16, when you swap, you should see a difference in power anyway. So it's always good to have one of each. So one melee, one spell, one range, and one sword attack damage. Just have one of each all at one time. Even if they are weaker. So as I say, spells or range is my weakest one. It should still make a difference. Have a look. So when you get to max get to the strongest hero, swap them between both of them and just have a look at your damage output to see which one's the strongest or not. Might as well, if you're grinding and you're taking time to play, might as well watch the videos to collect these diamonds and tickets. You should always be collecting tickets each day, mainly because you need tickets to do clan raids, and you need to participate, even if you're low, participate in as much clan raids as you possibly can, so you can start collecting dusts and more cards, get more rewards. Because at the moment, if you should only get 3, you can unlock 6 altogether. So as you start leveling up, more slots get unlocked, and so that means different combinations, and you start collecting more cards. But at the moment, when you first begin, just use any card you can. I would recommend to read the cards, because you can only use one card at a time. So at the moment, it doesn't matter because I want to use all 3 for all the 3 attack rounds anyway. But it is worth reading the cards to see which ones are worth attacking and which ones not worth attacking. And also I've got a video on raid card damage, so I'll put a link. So I'll put it in the information icon at the top right of the screen about how to do raid cards and raid damages when you do start getting full sets and stuff. But when you're this low, just use anything. Equipped. As you can tell, so it says at the moment, if you look at me, which I'll be right at the bottom, I've missed 1 round, unfortunately. But when I fight, I've got 3 rounds I can attack. So I'm going to use all cards. At the moment, I'm just going to attack anything. It doesn't really matter. when you do start attacking, just pick a body part that needs taken away. So there's no point doing skeletons. Skeletons don't do anything. So try to pick a body part that already has low damage, and just small little circles as much as you can. Now, because I'm using the mouse, I think my total attacks, the highest attack amount you can get is 600. So if you do using a mobile tablet, doing tiny little circles as fast as you can will get you the most hits. Really tiny. You don't have to do big circles, really tiny ones. Because I'm using a mouse, I didn't get full 600. Still got quite a lot, but it's hard with a mouse because I don't know why. Haven't got the wrist action, unfortunately. Need to get a couple of the quicker wrists. So that's my first attack, and the cooldown's 50. Looks like 20 seconds, 16, 20 seconds. So once it's cooled down, I'll do my next attack. Remember to start to level all of them. You can get them past these bar marks. You can get them to, because it's certain benchmarks and gives them an increase in power. So say benchmark says 999, gets increase in power, and at 1000 you get little tap damage from heroes. Each hero will have a benchmark or level break that gives you more increase in power. So just keep an eye on the blue bar and try to get, well, you should be leveling up all of them, but if you only got a little bit, so for example that one's just about to reach it, so I'll make sure that gets over. So try to pick the ones, if you can't afford much, the ones that do just tip over. Get these extra bonuses in. So back to raiding. So I'm using my next raid card. My whole 3 raid cards that I've got. Deck. Now, if it's already been used, so you can equip the same one again and again, but if it's already been used, it will grey out and it won't allow you to use it. So to see the moon deck one is greyed out because I just used it, so you can't use it again. So it would ask you to edit it. Let's swap that. And I've got 0 dust, but as I said, when you do, as long as you participate in at least 1 attack round, so even if you don't do lots of rounds, as long as you participate in 1 attack round, you will get the reward once the raid's done, the whole raid's complete. So it's definitely worth joining in. And you should be helping out your clanmates anyway. Most clans, when you join them, as I mentioned in the last video, you should be joining a higher level clan as you can to get a better advanced start. The better advanced start, the shorter the runs. So the most mid to late level clans will always have a minimum requirement of doing high raid attacks and participating in every single raid and just being active generally, like collecting tickets and being active. So obviously they would appreciate that when you first start you will be low and you will be not doing much damage, but trust me, just doing a little bit of damage is better than doing no damage at all. They will not kick you as long as you are doing as many attacks as you can, and if you ever stuck, just ask. There's plenty of forums and help videos. For example, you like check out the Discord and the videos that I do. Check out Tap Titans 2 Discord, all linked below. Drop by, got any questions, either ask your own guild members, your own clan members, or just drop by and ask us. We're more than happy to help. Let's just get the last attack in. Wind power. Razor wind. Give it a nice close shave there. Gotta drink that H2O. That's not funny, okay. So I'm doing about 500 to 550. Really, I should be doing 600. If I was using a tablet or phone, it would be, but I'm using a mouse. Unfortunately, I'm a bit lower. So now I've done all the attacks I can. Let's load it back up. I said that there's no more. So it does say I can available fight again, because normally you can do 4 fights for each round, but I just don't have any cards left. I've used them all. You can, if you've got dust, you can buy more cards in shop, or you in a dust shop. or you can go to the actual shop if you wish to purchase more cards. And the only way to do that is to buy more dust. So use diamonds to actually buy dust, but I would not do that at the moment. Use your diamonds to buy pets, as much pets as you can. Pets are more important than raid cards at the moment. Sorry if some of you disagree, but I think at the moment collecting pets is more important. So I have reached a new avatar milestone. Which one have I got today? This little guy. That's reaching stage 350. New milestone. That's quite cool. And another award. And today's tournament is Wednesday for me, so it is the skill point perk. I will join it in a sec. I'll also show you the make it rain perk before I join a tournament. I will probably grind a bit. How much relics have I got? Now normally if I had the time I would farm a few relics before joining a tournament. So I've got, how long I've got left? I've got 3.5 hours left till the tournament ends, and I just don't have time. Now, shall I farm relics or shall I not farm relics? That is the question. I'm debating, guys. What do you reckon I should do? Farm it or not? So ideally, if I would save 2 or 3 runs worth of relics before joining a tournament, so that when I start I have a nice pool of relics, so I can buy either new artifacts or level up my existing ones that give me more pushing potential. There's some things that don't count towards potential when you join a tournament, and that's unspent relics, unspent diamonds, and unspent shards. So if you stockpile those, that's why I've not spent any diamonds at the moment, because I'm saving it for the tournament. That doesn't count towards your potential. So you stockpile a bunch of them, and then when you join a tournament, spend it all on buying loads of pets or Titan chests. I would only buy Titan chests if they're on offer and it guarantees you first place. If it doesn't, don't buy it. And also, as I said, buying using shards, so you can collect shards by logging in daily or one of the daily rewards, or from rewards from tournaments as well. And you can also get them from chests or relics. Again, unspent relics. So as long as you haven't spent them on any artifacts, then they don't count. So if you stockpile them, it gives you a much higher chance of a higher position in the tournament. The only problem I have is that I'm limited on recording time. So I'm recording about 2 hours a day. So I'm trying to do 1 to 2 hours of record time, but then I need time to edit it as well. So it doesn't give me much time to actually play the game, unfortunately. So I'm hoping, do you know what I'll try to do to save 2 runs worth, then join a tournament, just to show you guys what I mean by banking, and it hopefully will give me a better position in the tournament anyway. So I've gone up to the next new hero, which is Spell. So if you look at Spell at the moment, Spell's only 9%, while its level's up to 100, and I can do better. Right, so at the moment it's an 8% spell and 90% melee. So let's look at my spell. So if I equipped spell damage, let's see if there's any difference. Yeah, so already it's 97% because I equipped spell. So I would, even though my spell is only 16 times 16 spell damage, 16.99, and my melee is 35, which is way higher, and also has a bit of extra spy, boss and flying damage, I will still equip my spell. I should have watched that for the mana. I still equip spell, simply being because, as you can see, it gives you a higher percentage damage output anyway. So always keep an eye on that. And also mentioned in the last video, perks, because you don't get that many perks when you first start playing. So I will save them from after I've joined the tournament, then I would probably activate them. And also look at the timing, the best time to do it, because for example, when I first joined the tournament, I then have normally it's between 20 to 24 hours of tournament time. There's always a 4-hour window from when you join a tournament that there could be a leeway. So for example, even though there should be 24 hours between a tournament, so when I, for example, if I was to join it now, there should be 24 hours between the tournament ends, but sometimes that doesn't happen. Sometimes you see the timer and it says there's 22 hours left. The reason being that is because sometimes it's a 4-hour bracket window where people can join, just to make sure there's enough people in the tournament and it's fairly done. Because it's a worldwide app, there's going to be a sort of time gap needed, so it's not precise. So it can be more precise. So that's why you see sometimes when you join it won't exactly say you've got 24 hours left. But it doesn't matter. People who join in the tournament will have the same time difference or time to level up. So it's all even. Now, that's when you join tournament. Because the perks only have a 12-hour window, you've got 24 hours to activate. 24 hours to use them, roughly roundabout. So don't activate them until you have the most amount of time in the tournament. So for example, tonight when I join a tournament, I will activate them to show them, but that was actually bad of me because I'm only going to be playing for an hour or two, and then I'll be going to sleep. So then I'll be sleeping for 6 hours, so that's 6 hours of perk time wasted. What would be a good idea is if to activate them after, not to activate them before bed, or you've got college or uni or work, do it after. So after you've got any of these important activities that was going to take up majority of your play time, do it after you finished all that first, so that you got more time using the perk at full level, and it saves you having to buy 2. So I would recommend to activate them when you've got the most play time possible, then activate the perk. I've got a new avatar. Which one is it today? I've probably hit a new... Yeah, reach stage 400. Do you know what? That's one of my favourite avatar pictures, that little evil face. I don't know why... all of them seem to be titans, and then all of a sudden it's this evil dude at 400. I don't know why. I like it though. Unless there's an evil titan that looks like that. I think this is what I'm not used to. It's the time-consuming amount of slow grinding. Normally runs are like 20 minutes or less, and I know that a normal run to get far is probably more 40 minutes to an hour at the moment, I think. So I said I can only do 1 or 2 runs per video, probably, if you want to push quite far. But that doesn't worry, guys, because as we journey through this together, you will see the runs get faster, and the reasons why, because we're in this together. Sword primary boost, which one was that? 1.68, 1.4, so that's weaker. Now really I should be locking these. Once I've got one of each, and the ones I want to keep, I lock them. I'm obviously going to keep the legendary locked because I don't want to accidentally sell them. But all the other ones' equipment, I really should be locking them just to be sure, like that one. The reason I don't do it at the moment is because I'm dropping a lot of equipment, because I'm leveling quite fast, so a lot of equipment is being dropped, so I'm having to sell them quite often. But when you start getting to dropping mythic items, legendary items, or items that are very high, 100% lock them straight away. And as I mentioned before, when you get a equipment drop, not from just the big swirly equipment that falls to the floor and it shows the icon, but when you got a blue bar as well. So when the Titan has a blue bar on top, that's another indication that something good's going to drop. Ooh, more gold. Yep. Soulrise likes those fairy drops. Keep them coming. Slash primary boost. Which one's that? Slash primary boost 125, 141. That's... I don't want to keep checking for. Obviously, if it's a new drop, it's going to be higher. That's another thing to mention when you start. Oh, we've got range 26. Is time to look at which one's going to be higher. So range 26%. Well, that one's 85. But if I quit my ranged hero, let's see what the damage is now. Yeah, range is 94. So again, because I got a new hero, I quickly check to see what equipment I have and equip the equipment that matches the strongest hero, and now it's the strongest damage one. Yeah, so I was going to mention, when you start buying equipment items, I would recommend to the first 2 sets either be Ancient Warrior or Noble Fencer. Noble Fencer, because it gives you 25% advanced start, so as I mentioned before, it just makes your runs quicker so you can farm more. And Ancient Warrior should be every single build anyway, just because the War Cry and the companion attack rate, that will help damage a lot on any single build, so that's a must. So when those 2 should be the main ones you should get. They will take a lot of time to collect first, because if you imagine, I think it's probably like 100 shards. I can't remember when you first start off. I think it's between 80 to 100 shards for first place. It's going to be hard to get first place when you first begin. If you're around about the middle brackets, let's say the top 15, top 20, that's good. So it'll probably take a month, maybe more than a month, to get a full mythic set to begin with. But it's a snowball effect. The more mythic sets you get, the more, as you can see, like the prestige relic amounts is more than double. So it's plus 244%. So the more mythic sets you get, the more relic increase amount you get. And the more relics you get, the more artifacts you can get. And the more artifacts you get, the more powerful you get, so the more fast you get. So with each complete mythic set, next thing you know, it's the last mythic set took you a month and a half to complete. The next one takes you just over a month. And then after that, it takes you just under a month. The next thing you know, takes you no time at all when you've got all the mythic sets. So it will be slow to begin with, but stick with it over the next few months. Next thing you know, you'll be with me and you'll have all the mythic sets, and you'll be at like 30, well, I'll say 30k, probably a lot higher than that, and we'll be laughing at how easy this grind was. I was just thinking how many videos that'll be for this Road to Endgame series if we did start playing for a few months. That's a lot of videos. And also there's a lot of watching my ugly mug every single day. Wonder how many of you guys will rage quit because of that. I'm sick and tired seeing Soul's face. Just get on with it. I'm sorry. Alright, now let's grind this up. More clicking on those heroes. When these get to over 1,000, they have a significant boost in power, which is what I'm looking forward to. Getting a huge increase in power. So these will be nice. She's nearly there.